Hey, Brad, what's up?
Hey, dude, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We're gonna play a video game called Mutant Mudds. Have you ever heard of it?
It's not called Zombie Mudds. What's up?
No, not Zombie Mudds. It's not a zombie game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be, because this here TA Plays is zombie and runner exclusive.
Yeah, zombie and endless runners, that's it.
That's it.
Well, we're gonna buck the trend and watch a platforming game. This is apparently a 3DS eShop game.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I had never heard of it, but apparently it's really popular and kind of beloved. So it's coming to iPhone and iPad here next week. So took it for a spin, you know?
Oh, a little early look.
Anyway, this is the first level. It's kind of a tutorial. I've already gone through it, so it's empty. I'm just kind of jumping in here to because it's a good way to just demonstrate kind of the hook of this game. So obviously it's a retro-inspired kind of platformer. It's got the cool, colorful graphics, stuff like that. You can jump, and you have a little jetpack to hover, Princess Peach style. And there's the hook right there. You can jump in and out of the background and foreground.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
So, yeah, you actually come up to these little pads, kind of like Shantae's Risky Revenge or whatever. You could kind of like jump in between different depths of that game. You can do something similar here, and then so I was just in the background, and then boom, big now in the foreground. So that's kind of what all the levels are based around, is having you go in and out of the different backgrounds and foregrounds and middle ground, trying to collect everything and complete every objective, and then find the exit, which is that which I just kind of jumped into right there.
You know what this vaguely reminds me of, and it's kind of crazy because they're doing it on a 2D level, Little Big Planet with the lane changing.
Oh, I'm not familiar with Little Big Planet. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's basically the same thing except it's in 3D, right? So there was a foreground, a background, and kind of like the middle, kind of like present area where everything usually was.
Yeah.
This is cooler though, because you're actually like integrating yourself in these environments you traditionally just looked at from afar. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I like it. It's so far. This game's pretty hard. Is the one thing I'll say about it. And I'm only a few levels in here, but I'm also kind of like you know, I'm the kind of guy that has to like get 3 stars before I move on, that kind of thing. So there's 3 objectives for every level. It's kind of collecting 100 of these little diamond things, which you can also eventually use for like upgrade weapons and jetpack and stuff. And then there's the end level token, which I just got in the last level. So basically just kind of completing the level in general is worth a goal. And then there's like a hidden goal or a hidden token that you can find in the different levels. And so here it kind of jumps to like a Game Boy style visuals. In that last level I played, there's actually like a Virtual Boy one where everything's like all red. Kind of crazy. So I'm anxious to see kind of what else they do to play around with the different color themes and stuff.
You know, no wonder you feel a little sick if you're sitting there playing Virtual Boy levels, bro.
Oh,
seriously though, that's probably what messed up your head.
Maybe, man, maybe. For some context, feeling a little dizzy today. Feeling a little dizzy today.
Mildly dizzy. Nothing to
possibly
be worried about,
from
folks.
the Virtual Boy. I don't know.
Nothing to be worried about. Move along.
So this is literally the second level, and things already start to get tricky. Like those disappearing platforms are kind of my bane of my existence right now. Every time I see them in levels, I'm like, I remember you. There's like similar things in Mega Man, and they just trick me every time. I can never time them right. Well, that was okay. And then some of these enemies you can see kind of jump in and out of the background too, which allows you to pass by them. It's kind of cool. They really, dude, this looks. I don't know what I'm gonna do here.
I think you just die right there.
I'm just gonna suicide it. Here, let's go look at a different level anyway. We'll go to like World 2.
Let me ask you this. Like, I know you haven't played it on DS or 3DS or whatever, but I mean, do you think the virtual controls kind of hurt the game? Like, are you losing any fidelity on movement that you really wish you had, or a sense of control that you don't think you have?
Possibly not so much just yet, but I am only a few levels in, so and it's already getting kind of hard. So I think the more difficult it gets, the more like precision jumps they throw at you and stuff like that. It might become a problem, but they're really good virtual controls so far. Like I like the D-pad. It's all 4 different separate directions, so you can like do up and down and stuff like that. And the jumping and the jetpacking, the way the jetpack works is you jump in the air and then you just hit the button again, and your jetpack will go for its full meter or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So there's something you sort of have to get used to with that, because at first I was holding down the button thinking that's what I was doing.
Right.
But you actually don't do that. You can actually jetpack, just hit the button once and it will go on its own, but then you can hit the button again to stop it early, which is actually really important.
I wonder what that's like on DS. Like, I wonder if they give you that fidelity of control.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of imagine everything's being similar on DS.
Yeah.
But, the buttons are big, and it's really, there's only 2 to really mess around with. So I don't know. I guess it'll be interesting to see how it goes later in the game. Right now, it's not so much of a problem, especially if you play platformers on the iPhone a lot.
Right, yeah.
Just like all the other ones. It's definitely good virtual controls, but even the best ones, in the face of a very difficult game, aren't going to do you a whole lot of good. So
it's just food for thought. I mean, I'm not knocking the game or judging it yet.
Sure.
It's just you have to wonder whenever you see these ports. You're just kind of like, what part did they mess with? You? We were talking about Shantae earlier. They actually redesigned some elements of the game.
Yeah.
Like actual level structures and things like that to make more sense with the control that you do lose on a touch screen.
To my knowledge, that none of that. Oh, hey, I'm on ice. Yeah, none of that nothing's been changed in this game as far as I can tell. But I don't know. We'll see what happens when it gets later on in the game. One thing I do know is I like this game a lot. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
It looks really good.
I really like platformers a lot, and the whole puzzle kind of elements with jumping in and out of the backgrounds is really cool. See, you get some upgrades. I'm nowhere even close to even getting an upgrade yet, so
gotta make that money, dude.
To plug away. But yeah, it comes with like 40 levels.
Wow.
And then here in the foreground of this menu screen, you can see these little doors with dots in them. The more of the 40 levels that you collect 100 coins on, you slowly unlock those levels. And there's 20 additional like super hard levels.
Wow.
So I don't know, man. Super hard. Yeah. We'll see. But there's lots to do. Mutant Mudds is coming out next week. So if you like platformers, give it a look.
Yeah. Looks good.